Here's Joel with the intro.
Welcome to the Locked In Podcast, episode 2. I'm here joined by Sean once again my co-host. And I've already prepped, got everything set up. It took a bit of a while, but we're getting more used to setting up a podcast now, aren't we?
We are getting a bit better.
Which is good.
We still know nothing what we're doing. We're literally just guessing our way through it.
Oh, 100%.
It's literally like after the first podcast we did. By the way, we are drinking 2 Strongbows for Joel and 2 Peronis for me. I'm going to open mine.
Yep, quickly. I'm opening my Strongbow right now. But yeah, I am gluten-free, as I think I mentioned in the last one, so I will always drinking ciders or spirits, not beer.
Yeah, that needs a pussy. But yeah, no, literally, we're like trying to figure out how we have few issues and stuff like that. Trying to figure out, and we found like a little help list thing. When you start a podcast, this is what you should and shouldn't do, anything else. One of the things it says, I think I've got it on my phone still.
Yeah.
It was like, you can't just buy a mic and start chatting with your friend.
Yeah.
And I sent it to Joel. I was like, whoops.
Immediately, yes. He screenshotted this to me on Monday or Tuesday after we'd filmed it. So he filmed on Friday last week.
Yep.
And he screenshotted it and was like, "We've made a mistake." And I was like, "Oh no."
It turns out we've made many mistakes.
Yeah. I think we should prove them wrong. We can just set up mics and just have a chat.
Yeah, exactly. We have topics.
Yeah.
We have a topic. We have many things to talk about. We don't have just one subject.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
We're very versatile human beings who live very interesting lives. Well, we think we live very interesting lives.
Yeah.
So, and we don't want to limit ourselves to talking about one subject.
Exactly.
Forever.
Exactly. We can just have a chat and cover every topic ever.
Boom.
In one.
Done.
That was in sync. So yeah, well, why don't you kick us off, matey? What have you been up to this week then? Since last Friday.
Man, I had a mad week.
Yeah?
I had an insane week. I'll start with the vegan meal that never was. Okay,
We were meant to go out Tuesday, weren't we?
Yeah, you cancelled because it was your dad's birthday.
It was my dad's birthday,
which is fair enough and everything else. But for everyone doesn't know, I'm not vegan. I've never had any vegan food. Ever. I'm a vegan virgin. And the main reason why is because normally when I vegan foods out and everything else, I'm out at a festival or out things, and it's like, do you want a vegan burger? Do you want a vegan pizza? It's like, no, I want a burger. I don't want to knock off vegan shit. I want the actual thing.
Damn right.
What's the point? It's like, do you want a Rolls Royce or do you want this thing that looks like a Rolls Royce but isn't a Rolls Royce? And everyone knows it's not a Rolls Royce. No, you'd be like, hey, it's a Rolls Royce, but it's not. No,
it's not quite a Rolls Royce.
No, you just want me to be like, no, give me the nice car.
Yeah.
Don't give me the knockoff. Yeah. Do you want a real Rolex or do you want this Chinese cheap fake thing?
Yeah.
No, I want the Rolex. Give me the fucking Rolex.
It's funny though, because vegan food's normally more expensive than actual meat. So it's like,
which by the way to me makes no sense. I don't anyway type of thing. But that's the main reason why I've never had vegan food. That's the main thing as well. And I used to work in a kitchen and everything else. And the way I see food is that you have a section of food and like flavors and stuff, and you make that into a dish.
Yeah.
And whenever I've seen vegan dishes on display, it's like, well, we want what the meat people have. It's like, well, no, you have a limited selection of flavors. Use that to make your own unique food.
Mm-hmm.
It won't. It's not gonna say it's gonna taste horrible. And especially here, when I think we both think when we see vegan food, it's like, well, it's bird seeds basically. It's bird seeds and nuts. That's all I really think about. That and fake meat.
Yeah, when I see it, I've had vegan food before. Some of it has been absolutely fantastic. Because obviously, I think I've said before, I've gone vegetarian for.
Yeah, I'm not saying vegan
before. But yeah, I think you've never tried it.
I'm not saying it doesn't taste nice. It's just whenever I've seen it, it's like, well, there's stuff on the menu that's designed for the flavors that's actually there. Why would I have stuff that's not designed for the flavors, but they've tried to make it taste like the other stuff? It's like, well, no, it doesn't. It's not meant to taste like that. That's not the flavors you got in your hand. Yeah. And I was last weekend, a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
I was with my dad in an Indian, and we saw like a little, chef. He was final on Master Chef and done stuff on Buckingham Palace and everything else. And he's doing a vegan meal. I was like, this actually sounds. A, he knows what he's doing, so it's gonna taste good. And B, it makes sense because, in Western side, in Western world, when you take meat, we have a quite heavy meat diet. It's probably because we live in a very cold environment, so we don't have the seasons to grow stuff all year round. So we end up looking to like meat and fish and stuff. But in India, they have spices, they have different flavors, and I was like, they actually have stuff that can actually add more. So I was interested. I was really looking forward to it. all day Tuesday.
Yeah.
I was dreaming of this, having these emails. I was like, I don't want to get a house. It'd be really interesting. I thought, completely new thing. Come home. It was a family. It was originally a family thing. My dad pulled out because he had a meeting, a business meeting, and everything else.
Yeah.
So it's like a family thing and everything else. And then I come home and I was like, oh, yeah, I got showered and got dressed, got ready, walked downstairs.
Put your nice clothes on, ready for this meal.
And I was like, guys, we're going to be late. And my sister turned around and went, what are you doing? What, day for what? Where are we going? Like, oh, we got the Indian, we got the vegan thing. Oh no, we cancelled it.
What?
And I was like, when? Oh, last night. No one told me.
Why?
No one told me.
Damn.
I was like, no. I was really gutted. So I'm still a vegan virgin.
Oh, mate.
I'm still a vegan virgin, and I'll still stand by my principle of the fact that I'm not gonna have like a weird vegan burger. I mean, I'm not
going
saying,
to Burger King getting the Impossible Burger.
Yeah, but they're not vegan because they cook on the same grill, and apparently that's important.
How? Well, I think it varies from vegan to vegan, right?
No, it's important apparently.
It's what? It's always a bad thing.
Apparently it's very important.
Really?
It's very, very, yeah, because you're sharing the meat juices and everything.
I guess, but if someone's
I don't
not
care,
eating a meat
so I actually
patty,
might do it. I actually might just do it because I don't care. So it might be a cheap way of doing it. But I mean,
if you want your virginity to go, your vegan virginity to go in a nice way, you may as well go for like all out. Go to a nice little like London restaurant, upper class.
Yeah.
Go try something there.
Yeah, I have nothing against vegans apart from the fact most of them are pompous assholes. Oh, no.
That's so good. I love that. It's always like the way is like, I'm not racist, but it's nothing against vegans,
I think there's two, maybe more that I actually do know who are vegan and and they're not assholes. They're not pompous dicks about it. And I always forget they're vegans. So I'm like, I'm just getting like a corned beef sandwich or thing. Do you want to go? Well, we're vegan. We can't have that. I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, fair enough. I forget, but they're so not. They don't care. They're not like these people that I can eat. I went to a festival and I was basically eating like meat in front of them every single day, and not one of them gave a shit.
Okay, yeah,
so
I think that's the best way.
That's quite cool about it. And one, he was kind of cool about it. He started talking to me about it. It's like, yeah, I know we can be this and everything else, but I've done my research. He's happy. He's got his mind is easy and everything. He has his own reasons for it and everything else. Not all I agree with, but yeah, man.
Yeah, it's really taken off this year, hasn't it? Really, I think I've known a lot of people that have said, "Oh, I'm doing veganuary." Yeah,
well, I think the reason why it's taken off is because we live in the first world country, so we don't have to worry where our food comes from.
Yeah.
It's like in a sense of we can afford to be self-aware. Be like, oh no, this is meat. This is once a living thing. If I was hungry in Africa or India, I'd be like, mate, it's food.
Oh yeah,
I'm eating it.
100%. I think like, the vegan population over in different continents can be much lower.
Not as bad as the Chinese. Like, it's a bat, I eat it. It's a rat, I eat it. It's a live frog. Fuck it, it's going in my mouth and I'm eating it whole.
Oh, it makes me feel so sick.
I feel like okay. We need to love the Chinese. I feel people might think other things.
Coronavirus all over again. It's actually gone mental, hasn't it? Like, it really has gone mental with all of that.
Have you seen the video recently? Have you seen the video? It's almost like they've done a video inside a quarantine thing.
No,
and basically, it's basically the society's broken down.
Really? There's like a quarantine hospital?
It's not a quarantine. It's a quarantine area.
Yeah.
And it's basically like because it's so an area that's hit in China. It's so big they've created quarantine an area.
Okay.
I believe, and that's what I believe now. Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure.
Yeah. Fact checking. Yeah.
But yeah, the quarantine.
I love how you thumbs up. You looked at like the TV, like we've got a camera set up. You just gave a little thumbs up to it, like yeah.
Whoops.
Eventually we'll have webcam. Oh
no. No, because now I have to care about my appearance. I don't.
No, it's quite nice being lazy, isn't it? I've got my lazy t-shirt on.
I'm naked.
Yeah. It's weird that you keep doing that.
I've got my legs open. He's staring at my crotch. No, I'm kidding. I'm just wearing. No, my hair's just nuts at the moment. I haven't had a haircut in ages. It's just like all over the place. I literally look like Frankenstein. Put his finger in an electric socket. It's awful.
The way about Einstein look.
Boom. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's basically it's just like someone's like barricade themselves in and put their kids in another section. Like, yeah, I think I've got the coronavirus. So I don't want to give it to the kids, so I just barricade myself in this door and left the oldest to look after themselves. Like, that's not okay. You can't do that.
That's insane.
It's not normal.
Yeah,
it's kind of like it shows you like how quickly society can like disintegrate.
Yeah,
I'm laughing, but I shouldn't really be.
No, I mean,
these people's lives. It's actually quite awful.
Well, at work, because obviously a lot of people are getting worried about it, especially it coming to London. Obviously, everyone just worries about themselves overall. But yeah, because I was looking into it basically at work. Someone was really freaking out that if they get it, might affect their kids. But it seems to only be killing off elderly. Really, it doesn't seem to be affecting children as much, almost at all,
No.
or young anyone healthy. It is definitely the elderly. And the death rate outside of China is actually really low. Obviously, it's horrible.
The
in
first
any means.
person, as we're recording this, the first person has currently died in France.
Have they?
Yeah, the first person outside China has died, and it's in France.
Oh no, there was one
an
died in the Philippines, one died in Hong Kong. There was 2 deaths outside of mainland China.
Hong Kong's China, right? we discussed this already. Hong Kong's
I think we
China.
did say that.
Whether Hong Kong doesn't want to be or
They don't want to be. They definitely don't.
Yeah, but their opinion clearly does not matter at this point. China has said
Yeah.
that they're Chinese,
We need the
and
pen.
they've told the world to fucking deal with it.
Yeah.
And if they disagree, they'll weaponize the coronavirus. I don't know.
Send over the ill victims.
Oh my god, this is
horrible. Yeah.
I have nothing against Chinese people.
Yeah. Yeah. It does seem it. Yeah, no, I think it was Philippines and Hong Kong was definitely the first 2 deaths. I didn't hear there was one in France.
Yeah, just the first one died in Europe today.
Oh damn!
France.
Oh, today.
Yeah.
So this is now Saturday. It's the 15th day.
Well, it's the first time I heard it. I
Valentine's
heard it on the way I was going to golf.
Oh wow! Okay.
I played golf before the storm kicked off, and it
Yeah.
was not fun.
Oh my god, Storm Dennis is disgusting. Last time we filmed on the 7th, and
Yeah.
it was just before the storm hit. The storm hit on the weekend last week.
just
as well, didn't it?
just before.
Yeah, and now we're right in the middle of it. So if you hear knocking or anything like that, we apologise. We're in a wooden cabin, so
You might just see
It's
like a
noisy.
cow like hit the roof.
I'm flying from the local farmers.
Oh god, no! Yeah, it's generally. Mate, I was on the drive down here.
Yeah.
As I said, I told Joel, I was driving down here. I was like, "That's birds trying to get flying and everything else." And you just saw like a gust of wind, and a bird flew straight into like a telegraph pole and just burst into flames and fell to the ground. And I was like, "Oh well, that died."
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It is generally mad, and there's
It's like 60-mile-an-hour winds at the moment.
It is generally mad. And I think the only thing, like even I've even like seen a cow like just literally like lean forward into the wind. It's like moo, moo.
Yeah. Well, at the moment, I was surprised. I'm not massively into football, but I know there was football games called off last week. The Man City game, I believe.
Yeah, one match was.
Because it was too windy, and I'm surprised they're going now. It's crazy. Like, it was so windy today, and there was games down in Southampton, which is one of the most windy areas. So I'm shocked it went ahead.
Yeah, it's gone ahead. I think it's finished now.
Yeah, it definitely has.
I
I
don't
think
know
it
what the
was.
score
I think
is.
it was 1-1. Burnley one Southampton, 1 Burnley.
I will tell you the score. Oh,
Not
in
that
other
that's
news,
too much.
have you heard about what's happened to Man City?
Man City. Oh no, you mentioned something happened to them earlier.
No, Burnley 1-2-1. For everyone who cares.
Burnley 2-1.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
I
Well,
want Southampton to win.
Man City.
Yep.
Have been caught breaking the rules.
Okay, this happened ages ago, right? Is that right?
Yes, well, they've been caught breaking the rules before, and they kind of no one really cared and everything else. But this is the first time something's actually happened. They've been caught and everything else. I believe they've been caught for breaking fair play rules by using their sponsor Etihad, which is owned by the same person. You can't have sponsors from in-house.
Okay.
That makes sense.
So the same people that own them is a sponsor. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, it's a way he can invest into the club constantly and everything else.
Yep.
Which is not fair play, because the idea of fair play rules, you can only spend as much as the club makes.
Yes, I was getting told this at work the other day. So it's the amount of profit they bring in is what they can spend.
Yeah.
So larger clubs can spend more than smaller clubs,
Yes.
which sounds silly, but I don't know.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Financial fair play and everything else, it's not really fair play.
Yeah.
The idea is to stop people just buying football clubs and going, I can invest all this money and just vomit money into a club, which we'll talk about in a bit. But yeah, basically they've had been breaking for breaking fair play rules. They've been fined 30 million.
Okay, sounds like quite a lot.
It is a lot, but with Man City's money, it's kind of it's like a tickle to the balls, really.
Okay,
it's not really anything.
Yeah. Just a little don't do that again kind of money.
Yeah, it's a slap thing.
Yeah,
but the thing that's really damaging, especially because this is their main goal. They've been banned 2 years from the Champions League.
Champions League.
Yeah, the league in Europe.
Oh yeah, so that's the bigger one?
That's
of the two?
that's the one they really, really want to win. They literally that's their main goal at the moment.
Yeah,
is to win the Champions League.
And they'll be banned for 2 years.
They'll be banned for 2 years. So if they don't win it this year, they have to wait basically 3 years before they compete in it again.
Wow. Oh, so they're in it this year.
They're in it this year. They're not kicked. They're not kicked out. Although they are playing Real Madrid.
Oh, okay.
Which are
which
are the most successful European club in the tournament. So and they are a very good side. They have a very solid defence, and Man City don't.
Oh, right.
Well, they've lost to Norwich.
When did they lose to Norwich?
Near the beginning of the season.
Oh, well, good. Love that.
Exactly, and they've lost a couple of like really weird games. You kind of go, like, it's raising an eyebrow, like.
Yeah, what's going on?
What's going on here?
Yeah,
Ain't good.
Yeah.
If you're Man City, you know, if I was Pep Guardiola, like, we shouldn't be losing these matches.
Yeah.
That
Well, in the moment, so I mean, as I said, I think people can tell I'm not a huge football fan.
No.
But Liverpool are undefeated and are running to almost have an undefeated season. Am I right?
That is it. That is it. They're almost going to be undefeated, and the only other team that's done that is Arsenal.
Is Arsenal? Yeah.
In case people don't, for those who care, I am a Tottenham fan, so it pains me to talk about how successful Arsenal have been for the last since I've been born. Really, I mean, it's
they've been.
It's quite depressing.
They've gone off the rails a bit, right?
Well, Arsenal.
Yeah, because they had to get a new manager in.
No, basically, Wenger was getting a bit old. Wenger was,
I just checked, and Liverpool have won today's game as well.
Yeah,
against Norwich.
Was there a question?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's 1-0.
Was there any doubt?
Yeah. Hopefully not.
I'm a bit pissed off though because Fantasy League, I tripled my captain against Salah's on fire. He scored nothing. I got 3 points and that's it. So I got 9.
My god, no.
I wasted my triple captain.
I did that when Liverpool had a double week on Mane, and Mane got injured in the first game in like 20 minutes, so I got 3 points as well. So if that makes you feel any better, I'm also out of triple captain.
Yeah. Well, I'll have to try to think of something to catch you and Mickey up in the fantasy.
Yes.
Anyway, but back to the actual Arsenal thing.
Yeah.
Wenger's probably one of the most, in my opinion, he's the second most successful manager in English football.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's Alex Ferguson.
He was Man United?
He was Man United. He is the most successful in Arsene Wenger. Arsene Wenger put Arsenal on the map and made Arsenal really the traditional big club in London. I'm a Spurs fan. I hate saying it, but you had a great manager who knew what he was doing and everything else. It was if you was an Arsenal fan during those period, you must be laughing at us ridiculously. Yeah. I think he got a bit old. His tactics got a bit old. He did some strange things and it fell out with favour for the fans. I will say this: the way the Arsenal fans treated Wenger in his last season was just downright awful.
Oh really? Yeah, I know a lot of people hate him, right?
This man deserves a statue.
Yeah,
outside the Emirates. He does. He literally does deserve a statue outside the Emirates and everything else. Like Tottenham fans are competing Pochettino, who didn't win us anything for a statue and everything else. There's a small push there. There's Arsene Wenger. Literally, how many FA Cups did that guy win? He got Arsenal to the Champions League final. He was the first team in the Premier League ever to win with no losses and everything else.
Yeah,
it did do a lot of draws, however, but he did.
So what was it called? The Immortals? Is that right? That's what they were known as afterwards. The Unbeatables. Oh, right. Okay.
But very, very good. But I think Liverpool are on track to doing that and doing it better because
more wins.
They've only drew one.
Is that right?
Yeah, they only drawn once in the Premier League so far.
Oh my god, I thought it was more than that. But yeah,
no, I think it's only once.
That's crazy.
It's actually crazy and everything else. And they won the Club World Cup.
Which was earlier this year. Yeah, I've only just got into football sort of because work talk about it so much. My work talk about it all the time, which is, I mean, it's quite fun. I've got into it more from now. I can see why people get excited about it. I've never been a huge fan till this year, really.
The more you get into it, the more you start caring, obviously. But I mean, yeah. So but Man City. Yeah, but the thing is, this is kind of the Man City thing. It's good because hopefully, I mean, that the next it's good as a top Spurs fan because we're trying to get top 4 so we can end in the Champions League this season, which we kind of need. Well, we really, really want. I think we do need actually for financial reasons and stuff like that. So you get like a bonus if you qualify.
Okay, that's nice.
It is nice, and so we're really chasing. But now they're banned from it. It means that the top 5. So anyone who's literally in the top 8 in the Premier League can get into the Champions. So it means Sheffield United,
because they're second right now, right? Is that correct? So they're second, but they've been banned. Second.
They've been banned, so which means that it'll be top Liverpool, 5. Leicester, and Chelsea are qualified.
Okay,
and whoever gets 5th will get into the thing. So it could be Spurs. It could be Sheffield United.
Oh, Sheffield United doing extremely well.
Yeah, it could be anyone in the top 8. I would say can literally do it. So Man United can still get it. I think Wolves might get it as well. And I wouldn't. And as a Spurs fan, I wouldn't mind if United got it. I'll be a little bit peed off because I mean they've had their time in the spotlight. Get back down there.
Yeah.
Get back down. They have enough money to come back another time.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
I'm quite happy with Sheffield United because that'll be a great story for sport. Like they just promoted
Was it this season they were promoted?
I mean, this season they're promoted.
Yeah.
And they're generally quite a big club as well in England, within England anyway.
Yeah.
Not in Europe, but they are quite a big club within England.
It's funny, in my office, there's one Sheffield United and one Sheffield Wednesday supporter. I didn't know Sheffield Wednesday was a club. Oh, I didn't know Sheffield United was a club, I'm not going to lie. But they're so funny all the time. They're just like, oh, how are you doing? And the Sheffield United guys are like, well, yeah, we're fifth in the Premier League, doing really well. Sheffield Wednesday is losing every game in the Champions League and are right near the bottom of the table.
Sheffield Wednesday is meant to be a really good. I think they're one of the oldest clubs.
Yeah, they're very traditional. Yeah, they've got like a proper legacy.
They're one of the again, they're a very traditional club.
Yeah,
that should really be in the Premier League. Leeds should be in the Premier League as well. Leeds should really be.
I don't think Sheffield Wednesday should be in the Premier League, considering they're the bottom of the Champions League.
Oh no, they are. No, they are. Well, they are what they are.
Yeah.
But I mean, traditionally speaking, if you think about it, they should. They should be big enough to the amount of fan base and everything else. They should be. They should be out. They should be able to get in the Premier League and everything else. They can easily make a push and everything else.
Okay.
Well, they just need to be wide. I think anyway.
I think they haven't been in it for like 40 years or something.
No, it's not going to happen. It will never happen. It will never happen. We're saying they should be. They should be in the Premier League. It will never ever happen. Leeds, one day will happen. It will happen one day.
Yeah.
Because Leeds used to be in the top four, regular top four, and everything else.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And then basically got bankrupt and then start all over again. Sucks to be you.
Damn right.
Well, I mean, I'm also a Fiorentina Italian. I support.
Yes.
Do I have to explain how many teams in our sport? Because that's scared to say. Let's get. This
can
is
do. Yeah. You what? Fiorentina.
My first.
Dagenham Redbridge.
I got
Tottenham.
Yes, and the last one. Right. Basically.
Is it in the UK or is it not?
Nah,
can't.
I only support two UK teams.
Oh wait, it's the Spanish one. No, the Italian one. It's
you already done the Italian one.
I don't know.
It's a German Leipzig.
Oh yes.
Right, because the story behind all of it is that I'm a Spurs fan through and through. Spurs is my first love and everything else. That's my first fan team and everything else. I mean, so if you're asking what happens when Spurs play Leipzig in the Champions League, I'll be supporting Spurs. And if Spurs lose, I will be upset because I am a Spurs fan first. Right? That's how it works.
They're number one.
They are number one. They're at the top of the list.
Yeah.
Then it goes Dagenham Redbridge, and Dagenham Redbridge is number two, mainly because my great uncle used to work for them. He used to work in the financial part of them.
Yep.
Everything else, and basically it was too expensive to go and see Tottenham. Tottenham was the first match I ever saw live and everything else. My dad and everything else, but I mean, we couldn't go there every week or every odd month and everything else. It was like going to see Tottenham was like once a year, once every 2 years thing.
Okay, yeah, big tickets, very expensive.
Exactly. Dagenham Redbridge is a lot cheaper. Because they were a smaller club.
Where are they now? Which league are they in? Do you know?
National League. So not even. They were not technically in professional football.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, cool. Didn't have a clue.
Yeah. I mean, they were. And then we also got a discount because my uncle used to work there.
Cool.
So we used to go there. We had a season ticket. We used to go there once a week and everything else. And we used to go there all the time and everything else. I was a mascot for them when you walked in on the pitch and everything else.
Oh, yeah. What, held like one of the players' hands?
Yeah.
When we walked in?
Yeah,
oh,
exactly.
That's cute.
I think they actually were in League One at the time as well. So they were actually playing in professional football.
Oh, okay. So they used to be up there, but they're just been demoted.
And everything else. They're not a big club. And I'm happy to say they're not a very big club and everything else. They're where that they probably should be. Although I would love for them to do better and come up and play some big games in the FA Cup and everything else, but I would love it.
That'd be sick.
I would absolutely love it.
Have your two teams playing off together?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'll still support Tottenham first.
Yeah.
Tottenham
would that be like your dream though? Would you want them to play together or not?
Yeah, I mean, Tottenham should annihilate them. I say should because they lost to was it Chesterfield in the Caterpillar Cup, and he was like, "What happened?"
Yeah,
Tottenham
would they play like a B team or a C team or a D team? Was it? Surely it wasn't their number one team.
I think it might. I actually think it might have been. I don't know because I basically saw the result. I just presumed it was like the under-21s or something like that. But
yeah.
I don't know. It actually might be.
It was,
which is even more. It's generally about. It must have been like a junior team.
It must have been. I can't imagine that. I mean, considering who they play all the time, they're up there. If
it is at 18, there's gonna be so many Arsenal and Chelsea fans just laughing at me.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'll accept it because
I love how you're like, oh, I'm such a football fan, but again, you kind of like leave it out. You're like, yeah, you're a casual football fan. Watch every so often, more than you know what's going on all the time. I know people that watch just every game, every weekend. Like,
well, no, I have other things to do.
Yeah, I agree with that. But I know some people.
Other things, yeah, some people are things as well. So the other thing that the other thing that puts me off football. I'll get back to my teams in a minute. But the other thing that puts me off football is like I like talking about football. I understand the positions and stuff like that to a certain extent.
Okay.
As much as the average person on the street does. If I actually could make money off, if I actually knew what I was talking about, I'll be on Sky Sports earning money. Or being a manager and earning a lot of money.
Yeah.
not on the podcast.
Yeah.
In a wooden shed in the middle of a storm.
Damn right. And this is how we're going to earn all our money. Oh God, our hopes are very low.
I really, really hope. Anyway, it's our plan.
Please listen to this. Is it more fun if I beg?
You sound desperate.
Yeah, I am. Help me. I need money. I'm going to Thailand. Coronavirus. Just throwing out taglines now.
Anyway,
yeah.
But
exciting stuff.
what was I talking about?
I can't remember.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
talking about the
thing
teams you supported, I think.
Oh yeah, teams I support. Yeah.
Going
Well then,
with it?
after Dagenham Redbridge, it's Fiorentina.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I support Fiorentina is that I've been to Florence twice.
Yep.
And I love the city. It's probably my favourite.
Great city. Food's amazing there.
What is Italy? You could go anywhere in Italy and the food will probably be good. Damn good.
I think
you have to go out of your way in Italy to eat shit food. You really, really do.
I mean, there's McDonald's out there, though, isn't there? You eat McDonald's. Do you think even the Italian McDonald's is better than here?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
That's big claims. I think the king of fish are out there and it was bad.
Well, you had McDonald's in Italy.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Well, I was poor. There's no change. I'm still poor.
I've got a story in Florence story in a bit that I can talk about. Yeah.
Sounds good.
I mean, I fell in love with the city and became a fan of the club. Right. Leipzig is another story. We get to that eventually.
Nice. All right. Cool.
But the Fiorentina story. The first time I visited was with a college. I was studying my course, stonemasonry.
Yes.
And
you're a stonemason now.
I'm a stonemason.
Big rock, small rock.
Big
brick, small brick.
You're a dick. But yeah,
I simplify his job a little bit too much.
You do. You love it though.
Oh yeah. I think that's what you said to me on your college course. You were like, "Oh, this is what I'm going to be doing," and I was like, "What is stonemasonry?" You were like, "Big brick, small brick," and I was like,
"Well,
yeah, all right."
At the time, you start off having to square off a piece of stone, and basically I was like, and I was trying to explain it in detail, and I was like, "So what do you?" So it's in a simple terms, what you do? I mean, big rock, small rock. You went, "Oh, okay, cool. Big rock, small rock."
Yeah.
That was it, and it was like, and that came to brick for some reason. Big brick, small brick.
Yeah, I think I just took it as bricks. I just thought you were building houses. Like you were like, I make stonemasonry. I do churches. So I was like, okay, where he makes the bricks for the churches. I know that's not quite exactly what you do, but that's what my mind went to, and that's what I thought you did.
Anyway, and but yeah, and I was there and everything else, and I was with a bunch of guys who had some free time, and the idea we get to see Florence. We got given a building to do research on. Yep. And everything else. I had a tour guide thing who came with a map. And we had to go and get food, and I was like, "Guys, we got to go somewhere and get some decent food and everything." I was like, "We're gonna eat McDonald's." I'm like, "Why? This is Italy."
Yeah, you question me. You eat McDonald's in Italy, and you're doing the same.
No. They went to Italy. I went there for a beer because you can have a beer in a.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a Peroni.
Yeah, you can get blonde Moratini or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But yeah. I remember being able to get those there.
Yeah, you can get So I had a beer. And I was like, so what? So have you got maps? No. Do you want to have a look at my map so you know where you're going and everything? No, it's somewhere in that direction.
Perfect.
And I was like, what? Like, yeah, it's somewhere in that direction. And I was like, no, this is a foreign country, a city you've never been to before.
Yep. And
you don't speak their language.
Perfect.
I think you know where you are right now. I can point it to you on the. You can even it tells you. Unfortunately, I literally had McDonald's on things like McDonald's.
It's a very tourist map.
It's very touristy map.
Yeah.
And I was like, so that's McDonald's. You can literally find it. Goes, no, it's fine. Don't worry about it. And everything else. I mean, all right, if you're sure, yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be cool. Don't worry about it. It's not a big city, which it isn't, but they're tourists, so never mind.
Yep.
Anyway, so they walked off. I walked down the street. I had literally the best sandwich I have ever had in my life. When you go to you walk past the place and you kind of like, and you're so hungry.
Yeah.
And you go like, I'm gonna take my chance. You look at the place like, man, I'm gonna get food poisoning.
Yeah.
But
looks just dodgy.
It looks so dodgy. I was like, I'm gonna get food poisoning. I just need to eat. I don't care. I had this thing. I was like, mate, you put salami and stuff like that. You put all the things in. I was like, oh man, this is gonna be awful. Yeah. Bit into it. Best sandwich I've ever had in my life. It was so good. And I literally like took one bite into it. I turned around and I was like, you sir are God. he was there with like, you know, like a greasy top all stained and with bare belly, like with belly button sticking out of hair. And was like, what?
Most of them speak English out there, don't they? They're really good.
Yeah, but this one didn't. I went down a really bad, that obvious back route.
Yeah.
Just to find out, because I usually saw like a sign like boom, Daddy. When I saw the sign for food, I was like, food.
Yeah.
So I ran down there.
I think Florence, as I said, I think it's the best food around, and I think I've had the best pizza of my life there as well. I went to a restaurant called Pinocchio's near the main square, and I had a seafood pizza, and I totally agree with you. I think it was funny because you go to restaurants and there's busy restaurants, and this one was dead. No one else was in there at all. Just me and Jordan sat down.
They're the ones you used to go to.
100%. I agree. I was amazed because we went to the busy one. They were like, "Oh, it's like a 15-minute wait," and we were like to get a seat, not even to get your food ordering. And we were like, "Nah, sorry, we'll go sit at that one." And it was just so good.
Yeah,
it's amazing out there.
My general advice, if anyone goes to Italy, is don't eat where the tourists eat, because they don't. It's not, but it's not going to be as good as where the locals eat. The locals, Italians people really do care about their food. It's really important.
Yeah.
I feel to them more so than it is in England. I mean, we like having good food, we like having good food and everything else. But in Italy, it's more of a social thing. It's like how we go, like, let's go to a pub and have a pint and everything else.
Yeah.
For them, it'll be like, let's go have lunch, let's go have dinner, or something. And you having problems with your mic, mate?
I was just I bashed it, and I just wanted to make sure it was still recording.
Okay,
I
cool.
didn't want the cable to fall out.
But
so sorry if I just bashed the mic a little bit. It's gonna sound horrible.
But yeah, so I had this sandwich. I actually got to the building that I got given.
Yep.
Which was San Alonso, which was designed by the same guy who created Dome on the Duomo Florentino.
Okay.
Or the Florentino Duomo. Don't know which one it is.
Is that a building that I should know? Is that a famous building?
Yeah, it's the one with the big fucking dome in it, mate.
Okay.
Duomo.
Duomo. All right. I think Is it one of? It's probably one of
the cathedral.
It's the
Assassin's
cathedral. Creed
yeah,
Revolution.
Yeah.
I do know that huge dome from that only.
Yeah,
I think,
the big fuck off dome. That one. One of the most important buildings probably the most important building in Florence.
Okay. Yeah.
That one.
Yeah, that one. Okay.
Anyway, he designed that dome because there's a story to the dome which I won't bore with people with, but basically they went, we'll build the building, and then when we get to the dome, we'll figure it out then. Which is probably the most Italian attitude, is like, we'll build a dome this big, but sir, we don't know how to build a dome that big. Yeah, don't worry about it. That'll be someone else's problem. We'll be dead by that point.
Exactly. Well, we'll build the structure and say, dome got to go here.
Dome here, question mark.
Yeah. Don't, please insert.
He was on and figured it all out and everything else.
Amazing.
I think his name, it begins with B. I'm gonna go Boschitelli, but I don't know.
Boschitelli Domi.
I don't know. But anyway, I wrote a thing, and literally as I arrived, my phone went off.
Yep.
And it was I'm gonna say his name. His name was one was Joe, one was Dan.
Yeah.
And the phone went off, and I was like, "Hello." He was like, "Yeah, I'm lost." I was like, "Yeah, okay." So right, and goes, I'm at here. There's a building. There's a red wall, and a taxi. Where do I go from here? I'm like, I don't know. Can
you not just ask to go to the Domo? Is that where you were?
No, I wasn't. I was at the Domo. I was at a different church.
Sorry.
I was at a different church.
Oh, sorry. He helped design the Domo. The same person did this.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, everything else. So I was at my building. I had to do research on and do a project on everything else.
Yeah.
And he was like, "So yeah, give me directions on the phone. I'm at this place. I'm at there's a street. There's a few bikes and there's a red car. Give me help. Give me directions."
The red car was very essential to know.
and I was like, I at least need a street name. Do you know what street you want? He was like, hang on.
Can you not ask the taxi driver?
And there's no taxis.
Didn't you say there was a taxi?
No, there's no. No, it was in the bit where you walk around. There's no.
Okay.
Well, I think he was. I don't know.
Yeah,
I didn't. Anyway, I was kind of like, sorry. I was a bit annoyed because I was like, I offered you a map.
Yeah.
I offered you directions, and he was like, no, I can't find a street name. But we got. He gave me some other thing. I'm near this building, and I was like, great.
Well,
I don't know where you are.
I know every building in Florence, of course.
But it wasn't like important. I was like, I'm near this building. It's got like a red door or a blue door. And he gave me like details of like people's buildings and stuff like that. And I'm like, I need a landmark. You need to be near a landmark.
Yeah.
Can you go to the river? If you go to the river, I may be able to help you from there.
Yeah.
He was like, but I don't know where the river is. I'm like, are you on your own?
Yeah. See that, mate.
See ya, bye. I never heard from you ever again. They could be both dead for one. No,
They
no,
went
no.
on the plane. We just never saw each other.
No. I saw them later that night and everything else.
Yeah.
That was
So they didn't come and check out the building, or did they check it out later?
No, I actually think that one of them didn't actually find their building. They're like, so how was your building? Don't know. Never found it.
People amaze me.
Yeah.
It's not that hard to move around countries, honestly.
No.
I guess maybe some of us are just more savvy with transport and things like that. It's because transport around. I love Italy, and me and my friend have travelled around it. We flew into Rome, went to Florence, then went to Venice. Transport around there is just so easy. Like, you can find anything so easily. Again, there's maps everywhere. And the people are so friendly. Like, it's ridiculous. I don't know how people get lost.
Yeah, you
in cities.
You have to really. It depends where you are. I mean, you have to. I feel like in Italy, especially the places where people tend to go, like Florence, Milan, Rome, Venice, you have to go out of your way to get lost.
100%.
Like this person said, I have no map. I just walk down roads and see what happens. Oh no, I don't know where I'm going.
Even with that though, I feel like 5 minutes of wandering in one direction, you'll be like, oh cool, I'm now here, and you'd know where it is. It's like a famous point, or there'll be people that would help you.
Yeah,
because it's hard to get lost in these cities. I feel.
Yeah, it's very. Yeah, especially since Florence is very small.
Yeah,
it's very, very small. Florence. It's very, very small. I mean, yeah, but that's the thing that happened. Also on that thing, I got on the last night, I got so drunk.
This is a story. I always love these stories. This is how I like it.
So I got so drunk.
This is what I want more of.
And we was at this. They don't have pubs. They have Irish bars.
Oh yeah.
Or the Irish pub. It's kind of weird. They don't call them give them funky names and everything else. They're just called Irish pubs.
Yeah.
Or Irish bars and everything else.
Yeah.
So we was at one of these Irish bars near a hotel, and we met and we met some Americans.
Okay.
It was very nice.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so what are you doing? He goes, oh, we're at the university. I'm like, oh, nice. How are we doing there? You know, I was like, so how can you do that? Oh, we're Catholics.
Okay.
Like, oh, sweet. Long story short, they weren't very good Catholics. And anyway, me and my mates went back to there. We had our fill.
Yep.
They had their fill.
Yep. Yeah. Certainly got their fill.
And walked back, and it was like, oh mate, I'm shattered. And I don't know what time I walk in. We're like, man, we gotta get up. None of us are packed.
So all three of your mates got with 3 different Catholic girls, or is there, or guys? Someone judge.
No, it was. No, yeah.
So you and 2 others. Well, they all came from one place.
3.
3 girls.
Yeah,
that's great.
At uni.
It's unlucky. I mean, it's lucky.
No.
Like,
it was just the right spot in the right time.
Yeah,
it was like, boom.
Great pull.
Great. And they were looking for it, and we were like, fuck it, we're on holiday.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we're on holiday.
Yeah, you're on holiday. Yeah, goddamn, you're right.
You know, it was an educational trip, but sod it, we was on holiday.
If I get sent to Scunthorpe, I pretend I'm on holiday.
Yeah, boom.
Anywhere that's not your home, it's holiday.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so we got back and we're like, mate, it's literally like, we haven't packed anything or anything else. I know we'll set 3 alarms. I think we end up setting 4 alarms. We asked for a wake up call, and we had 3 phones. So we set all the phones up and everything else and stuff like that. So like, cool. We set through everything. Literally, they were boom, 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 boom. Guys, the bus is here. We've got to go now. I literally leapt out of bed. Somehow, to this day, I did not forget a single thing.
Oh.
And I don't know how.
Was everything spread all over the place, or did you have everything mostly in a bag anyway?
It wasn't already in the bag. I did actually had to shove stuff and everything else and stuff like that. But it was reasonably organised. There's a few stuff on the floor, a few stuff here and there, and everything else.
Yeah.
I think I left all my toiletries. To be fair,
Okay.
I think I just got in the toiletry bag. I was like, not done any of that. Just got an empty toiletry bag. Like,
we got toiletries at home. Who cares?
Boom. I think the only thing I took was my razor. I was like, not need my razor.
Yep.
Shoved that in there. That was the only thing that went.
I love that. In the audio podcast, that's gonna sound great. He's like, I got my razor in the bag.
And
what noise is that? Like, what, were you putting the head on the razor? What was that?
I'm taking the head off because I've used it.
In the bag. That's it.
We've done it so many times now. It's going to piss so many people off. Anyway, but yeah, we 5 times.
Carry on. It's part of it now.
Every time we go, take a drink. It's the rule. But yeah, we all jumped in the thing, and I was like, I'm convinced to this day that I've left something behind, but I don't know what it is. But I'm pretty certain I did not leave a single thing.
Just left it for the maid. Here you go.
Probably. But yeah, I did not leave a single thing. But yeah.
Yeah. Sounds exciting.
Yeah. And for the record, if football fans are like, why do I support Leipzig? I put a bet on them when they first got promoted. If they came into the top 4,
Yep.
they got in the top 4. So I turned a fiver into 800 quid.
Oh, I can see why you'd support them.
And plus,
That sounds great.
plus
And
they wear
money.
white. Tottenham wear white, and they're also one of the most hated clubs in Germany.
Oh, okay.
So I like going to Germany. Like I support Leipzig and watch the hatred feel in their eyes. Like, yeah, I'm that guy. Deal with it. Deal with it.
Oh, so
We're winning in the Bundesliga. Deal with it.
love it.
It's the only team out of all those teams I support that actually should do reasonably well this season. Anyway, go ahead.
Oh yeah. So I was going to say. I mean, that was we went off quite a lot of what's everyone been up to this week. I kind of wanted to just say, yeah, like what did you get up to? We had Valentine's Day come up this week. Was there anything else interesting that came up?
No, but I have got a few questions for you.
You got questions for me?
I've got questions. Oh, just questions in general that we're going to talk about.
Oh, I'm getting hosted myself here.
Boom.
This is great. I love this. I mean,
worst or best date on Valentine's Day?
worst or best date on Valentine's
Yeah.
Day?
Okay. First off, what's your best one? What's the best one? What's the best
date
date?
I've ever
for
had
Valentine's
on
Day you had?
Valentine's Day. I don't really do Valentine's Day. that
Okay. What's your
much.
best date in general then?
My best date in general. I've never been someone that really goes on dates too much. I really.
That's because you're single.
Yeah, well, I was single now. God damn. All right, mate. Yeah, no. I don't
Right in
know.
the feelings.
Yeah, right in the feels. I don't know. I remember all right. I don't really know your best or worst one. I mean, this was probably worst overall. The first date I ever went on with my my most recent ex.
Yeah.
Which is Kat.
Hello, Kat, if you're listening.
I somewhat doubt it. The most recent, the first date we ever went on, I took her to a film. Oh God, what was the film? She absolutely hated it. Absolutely every second of it. I took her out. I mean, never go to a film on your first date anyway, lads. This is a horrible mistake. But I watched a lot of films, and I mean, we'd seen each other a little bit anyway. We'd seen each other for a few times before, but this was the actual first date. Like, we'd gone out to the clubs at the SU because we were at university together. But we went out and saw, I think it was Gone Girl. I think that's what it was.
That is not a good film for a date.
Yeah, well,
That's
I didn't know what it was, and I love good cinema.
Yeah, well, everyone likes good.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like watching a good film?
Yeah, well, people don't. Weird people. You're all
That's-
weirdos if you don't enjoy a good film. Just calling you out now. Cinema
Just
is
alienate our
excellent.
audience. If you like good, if you don't like good cinema, you're just a freak.
Exactly. Yeah, pathetic.
But
Get
you're
in
welcome-
the cinema.
But you're welcome to keep listening to our podcast.
Yeah, exactly. But if you don't like good cinema, but you do like good podcasts, then we forgive you. Or bad podcasts, however way. Anyway, no.
Whatever you call this, we accept it.
Yeah. The first date we went to, we saw Gone Girl. Kat absolutely hated every second of it. She went to the cinema. I think there's a horrible scene where someone slit someone's throat, and she was really squeamish. Obviously,
Right.
she then cuddled up to me, so that was fine. But then at the end, she was like, "Yeah, I didn't enjoy that at all," and I was like, "I'm so sorry." And we went and walking back home, and we went and laid on a roundabout and just looked up at the stars. And
Oh, so you turned it into a
she
good
was
one.
and she really enjoyed that, and it was like a really grassy roundabout, not just a cement one for anyone that's thinking like, what, are you insane? It was like grassy with flowers all around. It's not the huge ones.
Just laid in a mini roundabout with
Yeah.
cars driving half on you.
Yeah.
Like, ugh.
Yeah, we're not just trying to die. And she really enjoyed that, and she remembers that really well. And we spoke about it afterwards. Yeah.
You hope
Never
she
remember
remembers it very well.
Yeah, and that's probably the most memorable date I've ever been on.
Okay.
So I think that hopefully that fulfills your question there. What about you? Best, worst? Is there a good one that you remember?
Best or worst? Worst date I've ever been on
Yeah. Oh, I love this.
was probably one of my first dates I've ever went on, which kind of makes sense. We went to see. It was me and a girl called Beth from secondary school. Calling you out, Beth.
Primary school.
Oh, in primary school, secondary school. And I went on dates in primary school.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had my first kiss in primary school.
Lad.
I started young.
Yeah, that sounds really creepy. We'd be like, lads, go on, you 9-year-old, get with some other 9-year-old.
Yeah, it does sound a bit weird. Anyway,
Yeah, anyway.
secondary
Secondary school.
secondary school.
Much better.
Yeah, girl called Beth, and we went on a date. We went to see Over the Hedge.
Over the Hedge? Oh, the squirrel thing?
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember that.
it was really awkward because of course my mum had to drop me off. because
Okay.
I was that age and everything else. What else? Anything?
How old were you? Are we talking like 15? We're talking 11? What's the...
I was in secondary school, so it's not 11.
That's year 7? Year 7's 11, isn't it?
No, it's 13, isn't it?
No, it's 11.
11.
Yeah.
I must have been 12 then or something.
So year 8?
No, I was in year 7.
Year 7, so you're 11 as 12. Yeah,
I was,
okay.
I was a bit older, so that's why I'm saying 12.
Okay.
I don't know.
Get on with the story.
Anyway.
So we'll go with 12. We'll go with 12. So your mum dropped you off?
Yeah, mum dropped me off and everything else, and her friend was there. And her friend was third wheeling to make sure, and basically was like, it was really weird. I was like, I was expecting just to be the two of us.
Yeah.
And her friend Hazel, who's a very nice woman. She's
Yeah.
a nice lady and everything else.
Did you take them both on a date?
Pretty much. It was really bizarre. It was like cool, and then I got to complain the fact that I never made a move. It was like, well, yeah, because your friend was there. I was
Well,
like,
she was like, why didn't you make a move afterwards?
yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, that relationship was just weird. I kind of went out with her for the sake of going out with her, to be honest.
Oh, you went out with her as well. That didn't stop there. That wasn't the end of it.
No, that wasn't it. I went out with her for the sake of going out with her. It wasn't
That's
good.
great.
I was young. I was like, she liked me. I heard that she liked me. I was like, all right,
Yeah.
all right.
Love it.
Might as well. Why
Yeah.
not? It wasn't. Yeah. Sorry, Beth, if you're listening. I don't care. But never
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think when you're first in secondary school, like any girl that shows you, well, this is for me as well. I can relate to that story where someone showed you attention. You're like, well, because I was kind of a very antisocial kind of kid. I've got very more out of my shell and social now. Now I love that. I can't go a week without seeing other people and actually probably socializing.
Yeah. It's when alcohol got in your life, right?
Yeah, it was.
Alcohol changes everything.
Yeah, when I broke up with my first girlfriend, that's when it was introduced.
What that bitch.
Exactly. Yeah, no, but it really does. Like, someone shows you attention, you're like, oh,
I will date you.
this, yeah, I'm about this. Yes, I'm interested.
I am sexy.
Yeah.
Basically it.
People like me for me.
No way.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
But,
probably in that high pitched voice as well.
Yeah, it probably was. Yeah.
But yeah, the best date I ever went on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hang on,
Go for it.
yeah, I better think carefully about this. Oh no, because some people like
Your current girlfriend's like, hell no.
No, I'll be honest. One of the best day. I'll say one of the best day. It's always kind of it's always stayed in my head. Like, it's still one of the best times I ever did. Was literally went to. Unfortunately, it's now gone. It's the big arcade in London. It was near all the cinemas are. Where all the cinemas are. I think it's been replaced by
Leicester
M&M
Square?
World. Yeah,
That's squares with all the big cinemas.
yeah. It's near M&M World's there now. Isn't
Yes.
It? Yeah.
Yeah.
There used to be a huge arcade there, didn't it? It's now gone.
Oh, I
Yeah,
don't know,
there used to
but
be
yeah,
a
okay.
huge arcade there and everything else.
Yeah.
And she was like, I'm also like the way she did it as well. She was like, oh yeah, do you want to come and meet up with my friends and everything? I was like, yeah, sure. And she was like, and I basically like arrived and everything else. She was all like done up pretty and everything else. And
Yeah.
she was like, oh yeah, all my friends cancelled.
That sounds like creepy more than nice.
And I was like, no. She was like, oh, my friends conveniently cancelled at the last minute.
Oh,
I was
okay.
like, did they
Surprise
re-"
date.
And I was like, did they really? And she was like, no, I just wanted to see you without anyone around you. I was like, you could have just, asked me and I'll probably said yes. But
Probably. I'd probably say yes.
I'll probably say yes.
You weird girl.
But it was like, no, she
Tricked you out.
but no, didn't want to fear rejection.
Yeah, I can.
I
get
understand.
That sounds.
But I like the fact she was ballsy enough to try and ask me out on a date, even if it was like a trick date. She had the guts to be like, hey, do you want to meet up? And I was like, yeah. Oh, by the way, without you knowing, this is going to be a date.
That could have gone horribly wrong. Imagine if you weren't attracted to her in any way, and you were like, oh no.
No, I was a bit messed up. Yeah. Anyway,
I love that. Let's breeze over that really quick. Oh god.
Oh no, that
I
slipped
was a
out.
little bit messed up. Oh no, god, run away.
Run away.
Social anxiety.
Oh no, it was.
Carry on.
Anyway, and we went into this thing, and it was just one of the best things. All we did is play video games, talked and socialised, and everything. It was great.
Sounds cute. Sounds like my perfect date now.
It was literally
arcade
one
all
of the
about.
best days ever. We played Mario Kart, we played Guitar Hero, we played this drum thing and everything else. We played Dance Revolution.
Oh, perfect.
It was like, oh man, it was great.
Yeah.
We played Time Crisis.
Ah,
I was playing
love
Time
it.
Crisis
Time
with a
Crisis.
chick, and she was better than me. I
Time
want to point
Crisis
that
is
out.
such a great game.
Oh man, it was good, and it was the Time Crisis 3 as well, the one that I'm actually surprisingly really good at because
Yeah.
I actually had it on PlayStation 2.
Okay.
Oh, was it PlayStation 2? No, it's PlayStation 2.
Yeah,
Must
yeah.
have been.
I remember they all came out on Wii, and that was so much fun because it felt like you could actually hold the guns again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so good. Those games, oh mate, I want to play more of those. The arcades, I always love
miss
it.
arcades.
Yeah.
I feel like arcades should make it.
There's one in
I miss
Waterloo,
that.
I think. Or no, was it Westminster? There's one
Yeah.
right near Westminster next to the London Aquarium, and they're sick.
Because I miss because I don't mind online gaming is great because it means everything else, and it is good. But I do miss the couch co-op. We said this last meeting. I missed the couch co-op, but I mean, like, arcade was the pinnacle of couch co-op. You can meet up, have a couple of games and everything else and stuff like that. It was great. It was great, man.
Yeah, no,
I loved it. And everything else, but you don't get that anymore because games like Time Crisis and stuff like that, you can't really have that in your house because you never get to buy all the stuff that I was lucky that my dad brought it because he wanted to play it as well.
Yeah.
So because I was nowhere, teenage me was going to be able to buy that and everything else.
Definitely.
So, So he was like, this looks cool. I'm going to buy it.
Yeah.
So one of the few things my dad's gone like, this game looks good.
Yeah.
Because he's not a big gamer.
Yeah.
And
just want to check my mic there again. Sorry, I went quiet.
yeah, sorry about that. And
Rand was like, "Oh, it's still working."
But yeah, so we he checked. So yeah, so I was lucky enough to actually have it in the thing. But it must have cost my dad a little small amount for that period because there's no way you're gonna really.
Do you have like the full sensors and stuff?
Yeah,
like, you
sensors and stuff. Yeah, the gun
well
thing
good.
and everything else. It was well good. But
Yeah.
I mean, it was never gonna be. It was. You're never gonna. Most people are not gonna ever have that experience.
Yeah.
Because it's not a cheap thing.
Dying, isn't
and
it?
it's not a cheap thing. It's a very novelty thing because after you played Time Crisis, you're left with a plastic gun that you can never use on your PlayStation ever again.
Yeah. Wait for the next Time Crisis.
Yeah, exactly. It's like great.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's quite sad. It's like Guitar Hero. It's like Guitar Hero was a great thing, and everyone's left with this weird plastic guitar in the corner of their room. Like,
I still love Guitar Hero.
Guitar Hero was great. It's still it needs to come back really properly.
I've got it on the Wii, and I think I played so many. I mean, Guitar Hero I put so many hours into, but we got the full band, and who cares about the drums and the mic? You just use the guitar every time. I think we played the guitar and the drums and the mic for.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I don't mind the drums. I don't mind the drums.
No, you found that?
No, I quite like the drums. I had the Rock Band. I had the other one. I had Rock Band. So I had the drums. I had the guitar and the bass.
The Rock Band
and the
ones
singer.
were better. Honestly, because there was only 4, wasn't there? Not 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they work better on the drums.
I think the drums was easier on Rock Band.
Yes, I'd agree.
But
maybe that's why I preferred it because I'm rubbish.
But I mean, it wasn't bad.
No?
I still liked it. I think it was still pretty damn good though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
But
yeah. I can't remember. It was funny. We decided on making a prompt earlier of Sean would shake his phone at me and I'd ask him a question, but I've totally forgot the question. So he just shook his phone at me and I never.
Well, I'm going to talk about my car.
Go for it. Oh yeah, okay. That was your car. I was going to say.
I'm going to talk about my car.
Do you mind if I bring up one thing first?
Huh?
Do you mind if I bring up one thing first?
Go.
So obviously we're talking about Valentine's Day before. This Valentine's Day, obviously both of us were single. I went out to the cinema and watched Sonic the Hedgehog. With the lads. There was 3 of us and it was very fun. Also that's a bad film, but it was good. They introduced little memes and it was quite fun. It had Sonic in there, little terrible drawing.
See, I actually have seen good reports of that film.
It's not as bad as you'd expect. I was expecting it to be horrible and I was entertained by it.
Right.
So I'll give it that. And then we went and played Pokemon all evening till 4:30 in the morning. I came home about 4 a.m. after playing Pokemon Blue and speedrunning it, which was great fun. A fantastic Valentine's. But I bring it up because I go to cinema an awful lot, and I know you mentioned the Oscars earlier before this podcast. But I went and saw Parasite the day before.
So the one that won the Oscar
is the one that won the Oscar for Best Picture.
Yeah.
And I went and saw it because it released in cinema for just 4 days.
I feel like you've seen more of the film's Oscar this year than I have.
I've seen the majority of the Oscar candidates, I think.
Yeah.
For Best Picture. I haven't seen Little Women, which I think was one of them. I haven't seen one other, but out of the 9, I think I've seen 7.
I don't think Little Women won. Oh, hang on.
No. Parasite won, but for all the nominations,
yeah, but I don't think Little Women won anything. Hang on, I've got them here. So Best Picture was Parasite.
Yep.
Seen that now. In the leading role was
Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, for Joker.
Which
film.
Is a great film.
We saw it together, right?
Yeah, we saw that together. Yeah. That is a great film.
Phenomenal.
Judy, who is it? Our girl plays Bridget Jones. I think it is her name.
Oh, I have no idea.
Her. She won Best Actress.
Okay. For what film?
Brad Pitt wants supporting actor.
Okay. For what? Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Yeah.
Yep. Great.
Lauren Dean, Marriage Story.
Oh, I haven't seen that either. I think that's the only
Animated
one
film was another Disney film because according to Hollywood, only Disney exists.
Yeah.
Which it's kind of sad.
I want to see more Aardman. Aardman animated. Does that count as animated? I think it does. It's stop motion, isn't it? But they usually add animated parts to it. Would that count as a full animated film or not? Yeah, hopefully, because I want Aardman to get more rewards.
Well, I feel like the animated film should be more because it's always focused on America. I think it should be far more broader to help introduce people to different forms of.
Oh, to like animes and things like that.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're good films. I mean,
100%. I went and saw.
I think Ghibli's the only one that's won an Oscar, isn't it? Ghibli's
Studio Ghibli.
Yeah. Studio Ghibli's won an Oscar. But I mean, there's so many.
Sounds right.
There's so many other things in it. I'm not just saying anime. Every country has a good animation story and everything else. And I don't mind if they truly deserve to win it and everything else. But I feel like what's it?
Well, I know there was a lot of kickoff even about Parasite, wasn't there, winning?
Well, I feel like it was a very safe choice.
It was, yeah. I mean, if anyone, have you seen it?
No, but okay. I did see the lineup of who was else nominated.
Yeah, so
and I feel like
Joker was the other one that people were really gunning for, right? I think that one was...
And
1917, phenomenal film, very, very strangely shot. It's great. It actually makes you feel rather on edge and almost uncomfortable at times, especially in the first sort of 15 minutes, because the camera's normally like sort of like a godly figure, right? It's just like, oh, I'll just get out the way when there's an explosion, and zoom out and show the character dying.
But in 1975, you're usually the third person.
You're the cameraman.
You're the third person on the mission.
Yeah. Yeah, two of you plus, and you're the cameraman, you're the third person going along with them. And it's crazy. It's so good.
It is really good. I'm surprised it didn't win. I mean, it won cinematography, which I feel like it deserved.
100%. It made me feel so strange.
Who was nominated? Can I find out who was nominated?
Yeah, go for it. But let me just talk a little bit about Parasite then.
Yeah, go
because it won Best Picture, and it's a strange film. It really, really talks about just the poor and rich it's a South Korean film. It's all subtitles. It's funny because even when the English parts come up, it's subtitled in English. I guess that's for other countries like Germany and any other country that doesn't speak English primary. But when any of the South Koreans speak English, it also subtitles it. It's really strong on the poor and rich divide and what poor people will do to get sort of a leg up in this world, and how they screw over everyone else, either poor or rich, to get an advantage. And it shows kind of rich people as like supreme or very, very friendly and over the top at the beginning, and then kind of melds it to the poor people right, are the rich people right. It's fantastic. It really does cover such a huge basis in the film, and I came out of it just amazed. Like it's strange. Like no doubt it's strange.
But do you think it deserves the Oscar?
I can see why it's nominated, and it definitely deserves a nomination. Me personally, I don't know. 1917 and Joker are both so fantastic. I think those would be my top 3 out of the 9 nominated.
Because
I would probably say Joker was my favorite personally, but that's my favorite.
I think Joker was for me because I've seen a lot of films that were like quite clean. That the studio was like, yeah, this could be good, and it's got a place. I don't want to shit on the woke movement, but we got to play to the woke people. You got to get them into it and everything else, and it ends up being a bad movie. Not because of the woke shit, just because it's just a badly done movie.
Talking about Ghostbusters.
but Ghostbusters.
Everyone hates Ghostbusters. That's a great meme.
The thing is, all the films that we're gonna do a female version of. Why Ghostbusters? Like, if you look at the first film and actually describe it to someone, it shouldn't have worked.
Yeah,
it's too
good. Lightning in a bottle kind of film, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very much lightning in the bottle. Like the finale is the whole reference is a pee joke anyway, because you hold a machine at your crutch with like weird yellow semen coming out, and you can't cross streams. Remember that.
Never cross the streams.
You never cross the streams, and they defeat and the finale of the film is fighting a ginormous marshmallow man, and they do that by all 4 of them crossing their streams.
Yep.
That is the end of the movie.
I love
that. That was a huge hit. That was a massive hit. That shouldn't have worked.
It was the people though. It was the charisma between the people.
No,
right?
it was a script and it was a charisma. It was very much lightning in the bottle. It was lightning struck, and it was like bam, boom, done. Dusted. It shouldn't have worked.
Yeah,
at all. Because the whole premise of the movie is
the premise is dumb.
Yeah, premise is dumb. That people just find out in the 21st century, like, oh yeah, by the way, ghosts, they're real. We just realised.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Ectoplasm are everywhere. Yeah.
It's like, oh come on, really? There'll be more,
Yeah.
all
in New York City only.
and all
right?
in New York City, and it's also like, yeah. Well, but it's like basically going, hey, do you know all those crazy people with the tin hats? They're all right.
Yeah.
They were all 100% right.
Yeah.
That's basically what that movie was saying, and it was a great movie. I loved the first Ghostbusters movie. The others kind of drivel on a little bit, but it was very much.
There's only 1 and 2, wasn't there? I think
there's 3.
I don't really. I think there's only 1. I'm pretty sure there's only 1 and 2, mate. 1 and 2, and then there was the female one. Then they're carrying on the first one now, or the first from the.
Okay.
They're making one from
I
haven't seen one of the people.
Yeah, I haven't seen the trailer. I saw the trailer advertised. I just didn't
saw
watch
the kids
it.
from Stranger Things.
But yeah, it was very much lightning in the bottle, and I appreciate that we're gonna do a female version. And I was like, okay, you gotta do a female version. I was thinking there's gonna be fucking hot women and everything else. I was like, oh, okay, yep, okay. No, they weren't all like ridiculously pretty. They were very versatile. The one criticism I will have is the fact we had the streetwise one being the black woman still. I was like, no, if you're going to break full ground, let's be honest here. That's very stereotypical. It's like we have a token black girl in it, and she'll still be streetwise. It's like, no, you could have why not take the black woman? May have her the one that finds out that ghosts are real and everything else, like the one of the main characters and everything else, and shove the one that looks like she should be streetwise.
Yeah,
the streetwise character, because there's one of the girls.
Yeah.
She looks at the gun and everything else. She should be the streetwise one.
I must admit I haven't seen it, but yeah, I can see that. If you're breaking convention, why not break all the conventions?
Exactly. So don't just half-ass it and everything else. And it is just a very it's okay. It's for what the material they had and everything else. It was okay.
Yeah.
It was not a great film. But I mean, I hate people like, oh, it's groundbreaking. Not really. It's not.
There's better ones out there. They've done much better for that sort of.
Wonder Woman. That's how you do it.
Great film.
That is generally how you do it.
Broke 100 million, didn't it?
Yeah, Wonder Woman is doing how you do it. I haven't seen Captain Marvel, so I can't comment.
I'd say Wonder Woman's much better.
Wonder Woman looked much better to me. So
yeah.
But I mean, Wonder Woman. The one thing I would generally, the one criticism I have about Captain Marvel is the fact they actively went out of their way and said they wanted to make her more manly. I'm like, but she's a woman. Be proud of the fact that she's a woman.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman is a woman, and she's proud of the fact that she's a woman, and she still wears armor. She wears Roman or Greek designed armor. It's fantasized and everything else.
Yeah.
But it has a ground purpose and everything else and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
yeah. I like they design it at the end. I haven't seen Captain Marvel, have you, for the end part of it?
No, but I know she has the mohawk thing, which is a thing.
Yeah. They design it around USA colours just because some person goes, but you're fighting for us now. Like, you may as well make yourself blue, red, white, blue. It's great. I do like it.
America.
It is good. It is quite a fun film. I mean, I think Wonder Woman is better.
I think Wonder Woman it's done better, mainly and everything else. It's like and the reason why I think Wonder Woman was better because it shows that people are bad, not just genders and stuff like that. That's what I kind of feel against a little bit. I don't feel like it was too heavily done. It was like I feel like Wonder Woman could have easily worked if they made it Captain America. Like, I actually feel Wonder Woman was probably a better Captain America movie.
Okay, yeah.
That makes sense.
That's how a good film should be. It shouldn't matter what the lead is.
It should be like the main. If it should feel like the main character happens to be that thing.
Yeah.
I feel like that. And I feel like at the moment most white movies seem like, okay, well they're women. We have to identify and we have to like signify that they are women, and therefore we have to really put effort into that. It's like no, you really don't. Just write a good story.
It's like Amy Schumer comedy, isn't it? Hey, by the way, I'm a woman,
and
it's just not. Well,
yeah,
I personally don't find it funny. Yeah,
you say laughing.
Yeah, well, it's funny how poor it is. But I mean, that's the joke on the internet, that she is so poor, where she like steals jokes and just sort of mentions just as much women facts as possible. But they are great. Actually, I went to a comedy club the other night. Did I tell you about this? I don't think.
No, you didn't. No.
Yeah, I was actually. Met up with a mate. We went to a comedy club, and there was like 6 different comedians, and they were fantastic. Everyone was fantastic. Honestly, it was so good. It was £1 entry.
Really?
Into the secret. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called the Secret Comedy Club or something. It's obviously not very well named because everyone knew about it. But it was £1 entry, and it was nuts. It was just so good. There was one big comedian. I can't remember his name now. Sean something.
It was me.
Yeah, it was
me in
You
costume.
stood up on stage and it was fantastic. And yeah, I was just amazed by how well they all the comedians were, because they looked like some of them were like, oh, I haven't been on stage for 2 months. Actually, no, the guy that said that was actually the worst by far, but it showed. But everyone else was really
Man,
good.
that guy is really listening to us. You're like, oh.
No, he knew. He did not get no one really clapped at what he mentioned it a few times and was like, now they're going to think it's part of your set, and he started talking to himself and he got a piano out and he was like, I don't know what to sing. It was great. He was definitely
So
the worst.
you would love the Fringe Festival.
Fringe.
Which, for anyone who doesn't know what the Fringe Festival is a festival in Scotland. It's a arts and show festival.
Yep.
Where basically loads of acts from around the world.
Wow.
I don't know what accent this is.
It's Scottish, isn't it? Listen to me. Oh my
God,
God,
that's most
It's going to be
annoying.
horrible. Why are we doing this? Let's stop.
It's torturing our fans.
Sorry, audience.
The few fans we have.
The 26 views that we've already got.
Woo!
Woo! Thanks. We've only released this yesterday, by the way. The first podcast was released yesterday.
Yeah,
we had a little bit of feedback, which is great.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Anyway,
Sorry. Yeah. I mean, I'll actually bring up the feedback in 1 second, so I'm gonna have to ask you a question.
No.
But,
you have to go through the whole list, because that's a great list. You got to go through the whole.
Yeah. All right. I mean, I feel like we're not going to cover. I've made a massive list.
No,
of
you
things
got
to talk
you
about.
got to read that message, because that's a banging
the message.
You got to read it.
Oh yeah. All right. Carry on with your story for a second.
By the Fringe Festival, it's a huge art and show thing, and there's loads of people there performing. You got comedians, you got play shows and everything else. Loads of people who are in comedy or do shows and everything else end up making a huge name for themselves there. I mean, who was it? Robin Williams, Hugh Grant. Is it Hugh Grant? No.
You tell me.
I don't. There's so many. I don't know how many, but there's so many of them who make big names in the Fringe Festival and everything else. And it is a great thing. I will recommend 100%. You see some fantastic acts in there.
Yeah, I would
and
love
normally,
to do that.
and some of the best acts are free. I'll repeat. Some of the acts are indeed free.
Where is this in Scotland? You say?
Yeah, Scotland.
Either Glasgow or Edinburgh.
I think I think it's probably Edinburgh, but I can't remember off the top of my head because
Talk about festivals real quick. I've signed up for a Pokemon Go Safari event. I don't know if anyone. Well, we'll talk about this. I love Pokemon. I played Pokemon until 4 a.m. on Valentine's Day yesterday, or 4:30, and we started at like 10:30. Yeah, all right. But I signed up for a Pokemon Go Safari event, which means you can catch Pokemon in Pokemon Go. There's Pokemon which are limited to region. So some are only available in Australia, some are available in South America. You know, it's all over the world to make it a little bit more difficult for people. And everyone can't just catch everything. In these safari zones, you can catch limited things. So I bought a ticket because my brother was very excited for it. And we're going to go to Liverpool. We live nowhere near Liverpool. We live in the south, under London. So I'm going up there in April.
Right.
Guess how much a ticket is to get limited edition Pokemon or Pokemon that you can't normally get. So I bought it on the first day. So actually,
I'm imagining about
so a ticket so I go there for 6 hours between
12, 15 quid.
10 and 6. All right, let me tell you what actually happens between 10 and 6. No, 12 and 6 is 6 hours. I can go there. I get to go into a limited area. It's like a fenced off area, so it is actually an event with all these other people with limited tickets, and you can all catch Pokemon. And that sounds awful.
This sounds so lame.
Yeah, but I'm going.
You're a grown man of 25 years old.
That's 24, please.
24.
Put some respect to my name.
You'll be
I'm not
25 by the
yet.
time it happens.
I will be 25 as I go in there, yes. So what did you say, 12 to 15 pounds?
Well, that's what I imagine it will cost. It can't cost that much to actually host the event, so 12 to 15 pounds. But I imagine they overpriced it massively.
So it's fenced off, which I thought, okay, that's, there is an event. There are people actually there. It is an area fenced off, which originally I thought it wasn't. It was just walking around the city. But my brother was excited, so I just paid for the ticket anyway. This goddamn ticket cost me £27. 27 pounds. I was shocked. I was like, what the hell is this? So I bought the all out ticket. If you bought the first ticket, which was 12 till 6, no extra exclusives. You just get in the area. It was... what was it? It was £12 plus taxes plus fees, which was £6. It was £18.40.
Right.
So that was the basic ticket. Mine, I bought the all-out one, so I got a city pass. I don't know what this means. More Pokemon spawn. I get better egg drops. Like, I get cooler Pokemon. I had to pay more for it. It's £27. Today, because it happened, this released
You paid money to catch fictional things on your phone.
Yes, I did. My brother was excited. It'll be a fun event anyway. We'll go up to Liverpool and it'll be a good time out. So not only did I do that, which sounds ridiculous, now we have to book a train up to Liverpool.
Yep. It should be can't be that expensive, though, can it?
No, we looked. It was like 30 quid. It was 30 quid return. We're going to go up on the Saturday, come back on the Sunday. It'll be fine. So we bought tickets for the Saturday. Also, you could buy them for the Friday or the Sunday, though. So I bought them as soon as they came out. My brother said, tickets are released, buy them now. And I was like, okay, cool. This is what we're doing. It'll be fun. Nice little chat. I messaged my mate saying, oh, you want to come to this event as well? We're going up to Liverpool. He said, yeah, I love Pokemon Go. Let's do that. That sounds great. And we go out for drinks afterwards. I was like, great.
So Jordan?
No, it's Karen.
Okay, cool. It's cool. It's fine then. I don't have to murder him.
It's sold out by this morning. They released yesterday morning at 8 a.m.
You're serious?
It was sold out.
You're actually serious?
Yeah, 100%.
No.
Not only did it sell out, they increased the price. I bought it as they released for £27.
Now?
Today, to buy a full ticket, because you can still get it for the Friday or the Sunday, but not the Saturday.
Yeah.
It's £40. 40 to go catch Pokemon.
To catch pixels.
It's
to catch ones and zeros.
20. I think it was 20.
That you can't touch.
£5 for the base ticket. So it wasn't £18.40. It was 25. That's nuts, right?
That's awful.
That is nuts. I guess supply and demand, but I was just amazed by how much this costs. I'm excited for it. It'll be fun. It'll be a fun day out.
I've said in the past that we both like games and everything else. I'll probably say that Pokemon's probably the best game in the world, and I have my reasons. I'm not. If people go like, "What about The Witcher?" It's like, yeah, The Witcher is a bit better game, but simply just by the age thing and everything. Hit the mic.
Yeah. We're gonna have a few of that eventually. After a few times, we'll get used to this. Lads. Don't worry, you'll get less passion.
But you just by the age range, you have such a big age range of like people playing it and everything else. That's probably why it's one of the best games ever. You get it's things that if it's still going up. There's probably people who could probably like play with their sons now and their kids and everything else.
Well, I guess that's what Let Go's Pikachu and Eevee was about, wasn't it? It's really good.
That's what's brilliant about it. I think the only game that's kind of close to that maybe Zelda.
Yeah.
Maybe Zelda.
These huge games that have like spanned for years.
Yeah, and maybe Mario. But I mean, Pokemon's never had such a big impact as like, I don't think those two have had any impact as much as Pokemon has. Pokemon's been rather weird. Like,
if we say Pokemon,
they're charging it purely because they think people will buy it.
Well, they have. It's sold out.
Exactly. That's the thing. And they were right. So it shows you how big Pokemon really is and everything else.
Pokemon is huge. Well, I went to the Poke Centre before. Do you remember there was a Poke Centre that offered limited edition merch in London?
Yeah.
Yeah. I went there for 6 a.m. I didn't get in till about 2 p.m. and nothing was left. I bought a beanie, a goddamn beanie, and 3 notepads. And I mean, they look sick. And these are limited edition. No one else can buy these. They were only available in London. But I spent like 6. Well, no. What did I spend? What is 6 till 2?
Yeah.
A lot of goddamn time.
Queuing.
That's 10 hours. 10 hours of queuing. No, it's 8 hours of queuing, and it was horrible. I was like, why did I do that? I mean, it was fun because I was with my mate Jord, and we just chatted and just didn't do any. Well, we chatted for all that time and just monged about. Actually, one of the comments. Sorry, I was going to bring up the comments earlier. One of my mates who gave us feedback on the podcast. He listened to it yesterday.
You got to do the text.
I'll do it in a second. He did say, "Why do you mention Jordan so much?" So in our first podcast, you and me. Oh, I think it was just us in general. He was like, you guys. He goes, "Who is this Jordan guy?" Obviously, he's one of his best mates anyway as well. We had a close friendship. We were all playing Pokemon till 4 a.m. yesterday. He was like, "Why do you mention Jordan so much?" I didn't realise we did, but clearly I did.
You have mentioned him a lot already.
Yeah, well, I spend a lot of time. I spend a lot of time with him, and we're going to Thailand. We queued up for Pokemon. We watch films together all the time, so it feels like I spend a lot of time. We're
not really friends.
Yeah.
we don't hang out.
We don't. Well, that's what this podcast is for.
Yeah.
This is the whole
it's
thing.
one of the reasons.
Yeah. It was to see you a bit more, have a chat, and catch up. And I mean,
Man.
this is great. I was looking forward to this all week. Honestly.
Oh, same here. Definitely.
I
was thinking. I
sit down and have a few drinks and just chat with you.
Literally, last time that Joe can confirm. Last time Joe did all the way. He had to host everything and everything else. He had his own list. I actually have a list. I did something this time.
He has notes, like talking points. Hence why, like, Man City came up, all the football.
Yeah,
that was
vegan meal.
Vegan meal. Yeah, I mean,
my
that's
car.
really good.
I haven't got my car. I need to do that story because he wants to know the story, doesn't he? We're running out of time.
Yeah, we are running out of time. I mean, it's now 15 already. Obviously, we're going to cut out a little bit because of the beginning, but our recording's over now, 15 already.
All right, so.
Yes. So
which nurse story does he want?
So yeah. So we last session we said, the nurse story will be held for next episode, and my mate Kez who gave us all the feedback, which is great of him. He listened to the entire podcast and gave us feedback. Asked, I hope the nurse story is in the next podcast.
Right. Nurse story.
Go for it.
I met a nurse. The end. No.
There you go. Thanks for tuning in.
Okay, I met a nurse. We were getting quite friendly and everything else. We were messaging a fair bit. It was a bit flirtatious and everything and stuff like that. And then one night she was like, I was working in London at the time.
Can we say where you met her?
No.
Okay.
Just in case.
Okay. We met her together. I met her as well.
Yeah.
She was lovely.
She is lovely.
She is lovely.
And we met her a couple of times. We were chatting, a bit flirtatious banter and everything else. And then basically I got a message going like, oh no, I'm on break. I'm extra on break and everything else. And do you want to meet up? And I was like, well, I finished work. I've got nowhere else to be. I'm not particularly that disgusting because sometimes at work I'm on a building site, so I'm dusty and everything else. I'm actually reasonably okay and everything else. I don't have to wear my ridiculously big boots.
Yep.
So I was actually looked rather presentable. I was like, yeah, okay, we'll go for a drink and a catch up and everything else. I got a little bit tipsy.
Mm-hmm.
By a little bit, I mean I don't know how much I drank.
Okay. What, out on her break, or did you before you met up?
No, because I was drinking with the lads beforehand. Cause it was
Yep.
Friday. I think it was a Friday or Thursday night.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you're pretty baby before you met her.
Yeah, I was drinking a bit before I met her. Then when I met her, we had like a little meal and everything else, and I drank a bit more then.
Cute.
And then she was like, "Oh God, belongs to my break. Do you want to see where I work?" And I was like, "Yeah, all right." I mean, I didn't care. I was a bit drunk.
Yeah.
So I went there, and she was like, "Oh, this room's empty." We're in the hospital, by the way, in case people are wondering. We're in the
She was
hospital.
a nurse in a hospital.
She was a nurse in a hospital.
Yeah, let's not say she
not
was
a nurse in the fire department. That'd be weird.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say let's just clarify. She wasn't a home nurse, a domiciliary nurse.
No,
she didn't go into a random person's house like, oh hello.
Oh God, no! Would that be worse?
I don't know. Well, I mean, tell the story. But the people can
It's so
decide.
cringy. It's so cringy.
It's great.
It's so bad.
Yeah. It was a nurse story.
Yeah, my
that's
parents
the
are
thing.
never hearing this story.
Don't share this podcast.
I'm not sharing this podcast. I'm not now. No.
Yeah. Well, we requested it. We mentioned it. It's a funny story. It's worth it.
Anyway, went into this empty room.
Yes.
And we got
in hospital.
In the hospital, and we played a serious game of Monopoly.
Damn right.
We bumped canoes.
Bumped canoes.
We did the dance with no pants. We had sex, is what I'm getting at, guys.
Yeah.
We did the deed. I'm not giving you details, okay? You can picture anything else. And I was,
You can picture it. Good.
They'd have no idea. The people
Picture a nurse. Picture a Sean.
Picture a Sean.
Sean the sheep.
Picture Perry the platypus.
Yeah. Picture whatever you want right now.
But, and so I was like, I did the deed. I was like, okay. So I had sex with a nurse. I can tick that off my weird sex bucket list.
Damn right.
And, in a hospital, which I never thought would ever, in a weird one of the places you never think that stuff will ever happen.
Yeah.
Got my clothes back on. She has to go back to work and everything else, and she just
let's go back to work. It's like a lunch break.
It's a lunch break. She goes, I have to go back to work. I'll see you later. I'll talk to you later. And I said, oh, yeah, sweet. Walk out. I then look to the room next to us. It's like windows and everything else, and I see there's a lot of babies.
It's the children's ward.
She works in the children's ward. She works in the children's ward
she works
in the children's ward with all the children who are terminally ill.
Oh no!
And the room next door
is
where Yeah, no,
Yeah, it's horrible. It's great.
And I actually looked back and I was like, and then nothing sobers you up as quickly as that. Literally, the fact that there's a hell.
Yeah.
And my name's on the list.
Yeah.
There's no way talking me out of it. It's
I think very reasonable.
I mean, I wouldn't even argue. I mean, if I go to hell, if there is a hell or heaven, and I'll automatically go to hell, and they're like, "No, your name's on the list." I'm like, "No, mate. Are you sure? You want to double check that?"
Definitely.
You definitely want to double check that.
Yeah. I'm down there. Don't worry. You've been down there before.
Most people don't want to come in. I don't want to come in, but I know for a fact that my name's on the list.
Yeah. I'm gonna get sent up, and then I'm gonna come back down. They're not gonna have my name. Let's get it all sorted in one.
Just double check.
Yeah.
Make a phone call.
Yeah.
Mention my name, and they'll be like, "Oh, baby guy."
Yeah. Baby guy. I want that to be your nickname now. That sounds horrible.
No.
Baby guy. What a horrible name. I mean, there you go. I hope that's pleased the people.
God, I hope. Is it? Yeah, I hope you're happy now.
Yeah, that's it. Other questions by that were did it take 1 week to edit, because obviously we mentioned what day we're filming this on. I think it makes it more relevant because we bring up news stories. But yeah, it didn't take 1 week to edit. I edited it in probably a night. It did actually. I was up till like 4 a.m. just editing I enjoy this a lot actually. Yeah. But what took so long is that we were trying to get approved on iTunes and Spotify, which we have currently been approved on iTunes. So iTunes, type in Lock In Podcast. That's LOCK space IN dot space podcast. That was terrible. Oh my God. LOCK as in lock, then space in. IN and space podcast. There we go. That's better. We currently have.
If people are listening, I'm pretty sure they already know.
And they know we've been drinking. And then on Spotify we haven't been verified yet, but we're currently working on it. Also, our YouTube channel is youtube.com/lockinpodcast, no spaces. We also have a Facebook page. So we're getting onto it, really.
Yeah, we are getting onto it.
I'm just about to finish my drinks, mate. How are you doing?
I've finished. I'm done my two Peronis.
Okay, perfect. Well, we're getting through that nicely. I'm glad with all of that. I've got other things to ask as well, but again, we can just pass these over. Like, there's a lot of conversation that we want to talk about. We are getting to the end. Yeah, it's now 20 in this.
No, it'll come up.
Yeah, perfect. So, how I like to end, as always.
You got. Okay, I need to come up with my own ones, but okay.
Would you rather?
Go.
I've got two written down already.
Hit me with your rhythm stick.
I've got
Don't
one.
Hit me with your rhythm stick.
Oh, I'm gonna hit you with the rhythm stick. You're getting hit, boy. Oh yeah.
No.
Let's not do this.
No.
We love our anime. So I've got a tamer one and a riskier one. Well, no, I mean they're both just a bit dumb. One's a bit just tamer.
I'll just
Which
go
one
for
first?
it. Just go for it. Just go for it. Just go down the list.
You want? All right, cool. So I've got two again. Would you rather have £1,000 put in your bank account right now, or
£1,000 is not a lot.
get 10,000 sent to the charity of your choice right now? Do you want it all to your money, all to you, or would you rather
what, $1,000 now or 10,000 to a charity?
Yep.
10,000 to the charity. 1,000.
Yeah.
1,000's not a lot. I can earn 1,000's not a lot.
Once I did that the other way around. What about 10,000 to you right now, or 100,000?
10,000 to myself right now.
So that's it. Yeah. All right. Cool. So the 10,000 to 100,000, you'd be like 10k.
Although if you made it 10,000 either way, I'll probably say 10,000 to myself, and then right now, and then give 5,000 to charity.
No, you can't use any of this to charity. That's my asterisk. So 10,000 to you, or 100,000 to charity of your choice.
100,000.
100,000. It gets times by 10 every time. 100,000 to charity of your choice, or 10k in your pocket.
100,000 charity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. I would love to say that I could do that as well,
but you
yeah.
Give me the money.
Would help me so much.
Give me the money.
I feel like that's it's harder than I think I don't know. I'd love the idea that I'd give 100,000, but if someone said here's 10k right now, or give 100k,
I mean it's a harder to turn down. But I'm just thinking, you can earn that if you crack down and wise up.
100%.
And everything else, you can say it will take a little while, but you can save that. If it was
no doubt.
So 100k. So I will never be able to earn that. Well, you can earn that and save up for it, but it will take such a ridiculous amount of time. Yeah. And so it makes more sense to either give that for that option. It makes more sense to have for charity to have that, and me to just work hard.
Cute.
and get the 10 grand myself. So yeah.
Like that a lot. I mean, would you want to say which charity you'd give it to? Anyone that you'd particularly stand out?
Either Help for Heroes or Cancer Research UK.
Top lad.
One of the two.
Yeah, I do Cancer Research and Great Ormond Street as well. Those are the two that I always donate.
Oh yeah, Great Ormond Street.
To the
No,
ones.
that's a good. Mate,
We all have our reasons.
I feel like the story I just told about the nurse. I feel like Charlotte Great Ormond Street should be high on the list.
I love that. And
I don't think they'll accept the money though. Get your money.
Yeah,
dirty,
yeah.
dirty man.
Here's the next one. Bit more risque. Would you rather suck a penis for £50,000?
Why is it always a money one?
I've got to do it. I feel like the money one's what I went for this time. Or every time you suck a penis, you get £5,000. So in the long run, you could earn more.
Yeah, but I don't suck penises.
That's the point. But for 5k, would you? And for 5k every time, would you? Or for 50,000 one time? Because if you wanted to suck more than 10 penises, you're in profit.
So hang on, for one penis is...
So one penis ever, that's it, end of.
This is such a sick
This is my question. Yeah, well, this is what I like. This is the questions you got to ask. These are
Right.
deep questions. More profound.
So one penis right
One
now.
penis, 50k straight away.
Right.
Or,
Fair bit of money.
yeah, it is. I mean, that's a big amount of money.
Yeah.
Change a lot of lives.
That's a
that.
deposit. That's a deposit
Yeah, it
on a
is.
house.
Yeah, deposit on a house. I mean,
It's
you're
quite,
in good stead.
that's a nice deposit on a house as well.
Yeah,
It's
I mean, up north, that's like a third of a house. You're in good
a
stead.
third of a house. How poor do you think they are up there?
Up north, the houses are like 150 grand. Yeah, no doubt. Or every time you suck a penis, but you don't have to suck a penis for this. You don't have to
Right.
start. Every single time you do it,
Mm.
you get 5k immediately put in your bank. So, if you wanted to, you can make a lot of money. And all you have to do, I'm not saying you have to go find clients. I'm saying you just click your fingers. You're like, oh, the penis is there.
Probably take the second one.
So the second one.
Take the second one.
Yeah?
Well, yeah, 'cause
Suck a lot of penis.
no, because it gives me the option. If I'm ever really desperate for money, like I mean, I'm really desperate for money and everything else, I can actually go bang, 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 just humiliate
You don't
myself.
have to bang, just suck.
No. You know, I just click my fingers.
Yeah.
They turn up. Boom, 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 boom.
Yep.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30k. Done. No more. Everyone, fuck off.
Yeah. But
But
all you have to do is suck one. You would have 50k though. You've just had to suck 6 for 30.
yeah, but it gives me but I don't have to do it then and now. I have to do it if I'm ever really, really desperate. If I'm ever like close to living on the street or anything else, then I'll do it.
Close to living on the street. You know, people get to that point before doing this. I love how you're like, I'm close to living on the street. I need 5k.
I'm in a lot of debt. Give me the penises. No, because I don't.
Yeah.
Because the other one is like, well, I'll give you 5k, but you have to suck a dick right now. So I don't
50k.
want 50k. Yes,
50k.
yeah, I'll give you 50k right now.
Yeah.
If you suck a dick right now, it's like, but I don't want to suck a dick right now, and I don't really. I'm not. It's a lot of money, and I can use it. I can do a lot of things with it, but I don't.
We'll get rid of this suitcase then.
Oh well, if it's right now.
Yeah.
No, mate. No, I would say no. It gives
the
you
other
the
one.
option because then, huh?
Yeah, you do the other one.
I'll do that one because then I don't have to do it.
Yeah.
It's there if I need it.
Yep.
And it's always there if I need it.
Okay.
50k one is like, yeah, you only have like one cock, but I mean, you have to do it there and then and everything else. And 50k, it's a lot of money, but it'll go quite quickly.
Yeah.
Having 5k there when you need it, when you really need it at any point.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you have to suck cock every single time, but I mean, but when you only do it when you really need it.
Yeah. Need a spare 5k sitting around.
Yeah.
Is that when you want to when we want to book a new holiday? You're like,
And you just murder the person afterwards, and you can never speak of this.
yeah. What's my? Oh, how much does my honeymoon
So what would
cost?
you do?
20 grand.
So which one?
There's 4 of those.
No. So which one would you do?
Oh, it's a hard question. See, I didn't even think these through. I just immediately was just like, I'll just make them up.
He was like, haha, this would be funny to catch Sean out.
Exactly.
Oh wait, no, he's asking me
He's
too.
asking me. I think. I mean, 50 grand for one penis.
Yeah, but how far will you stretch that? How
I
far
mean,
will that go?
As you said, it's a deposit on a house. It's a deposit on a house down this way as well. Even in London, it's a deposit.
Yeah, no, it's a deposit no matter where you are in the United Kingdom. It's a deposit on a house.
Yeah, I think
It'll go further up north, but it will go.
It's a one-time humiliation. It's not 10 times to make the same amount. I get I'd only have to do it once. Yeah, no, I think I'd do the one for 50.
Yeah?
Big boy money. Straight away.
Get 50, you suck a cock, and then done. There again.
Yeah. Never have to do it.
But you
go near
have
it
to
again.
suck a cock.
Yeah.
So you rather take the option where you have to suck a cock?
For 50 grand? For 50 grand, I think it's almost reasonable.
No, man. No.
It's just done.
I'm not that,
it's
I'm
one
not that
done.
way inclined.
It's,
so
it's 10 minutes
it's
of
not my
shame.
thing.
10 minutes of shame for...
10 minutes?
10 minutes. I don't know
That's
how
the
much
shittiest
it is.
blowjob in the world.
Yeah.
Done. Fuck off, mate. You give me 50 grand.
Oh, I mean, maybe I've exposed myself. No, yeah, I think 10 minutes of like, to be like, whatever. And then it's, then we're totally like clear. I've got 50 grand in my pocket. That would make me, I could buy an aircraft. I mean, I fly, if anyone doesn't know. I love flying and I enjoy it a lot.
Yeah,
you could take up any hobby you could get, or you could get a deposit on a house. I think 50 grand is such a life-changing amount of money. I would do that.
It's fair enough.
And there we go. On that bombshell.
Let's get this over done with.
Yeah. On that bombshell, that's the end of the podcast.
You can't use bombshell. That's a Top Gear thing. We'll get sued.
I don't give a damn. Sue me, Jeremy Clarkson. Try it.
No, Jimmy Clarkson is the BBC.
It's not BBC anymore. It's Amazon, isn't it?
Yeah, but Top Gear's BBC.
Oh yeah. Well, do they still use that?
Well, no, it's bookmarked by them. If you use it, they'll probably they may sue me.
On that end of this podcast. Nah. On that bombshell, I'm ending the podcast.
It's a good way to end. Right. See you later.
Take it easy. Thank you so much for listening again. Again, we are on iTunes now. Look up Lock In Podcast. We are on YouTube, Lock In Podcast, or youtube.com/Lock In Podcast. We're on Facebook, Lock In. It's Lock Space In Podcast. Also, the YouTube channel that I use is Joel the Third. That's where the first one was uploaded, just because we had subscribers on it to get a little bit more traction. Feel free to go there to have a look, but otherwise most of it from now on should be transferred to the Lock In Podcast. As soon as Spotify verifies us, hurry up Spotify, we will then be on there as well. Thank you so much for listening. It's been an absolute pleasure. Sean, do you want to say anything?
Yeah, bye.
Bye. I'm glad, because last time you didn't say bye, and I left that in the podcast.
Yeah, you're like, are you going to say bye? No.
There you go. See, it's warming up to us already.
Yeah, I'm opening up for my shell.
Aww.
Yeah, it only takes one nurse story.
Yeah. It's perfect.
Such cringy. I'm so glad I got that out of the way.
I love it.
So bad.
Right. I hope everyone enjoyed that. Karen, you caused this, and I love it. Goodbye.
I hate you, Karen.